Hello. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. I'm used to saying happy Wednesday, but happy Thursday. Thank you for joining. Just gonna wait for a few people to catch up with us. Hello. Hi, Claudia. How are you? Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
Oh, Erin, it says, I am totally using the Raven embossing powder at this moment while I craft. That is awesome. I love our embossing powder. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch the view. Okay, so today I have to tell you, one of the things I wanted to do, I've been trying to organize a little bit here and there, and I have so many little bits and pieces of things, as I'm sure every crafter does. You know, you get a pad of paper, you get a paper collection, you use the things for your project, and then you've got all these little bits of paper left over. And so that's kind of what inspired a project for today. However, that being said, I am using new products because I want to show you something new that I haven't shown you already. But I want you to think of that and for it to translate. So go through your little bits and all of your little, when you've got a sticker sheet and you've got just a few stickers left, this would be a good project for that. And when I show you what we're doing, then you'll understand what I'm saying. So I fell in love with this cute little paper pad. This is by Echo Park, and it's called Let's Go Camping. And I'm just going to show you a few of the cute patterns that are included in this. And Darren's going to moderate the comments. He's a little bit behind because he was just taking care of a few things. So if I forgot, or if I haven't seen one, or if we've missed one, I apologize, and we'll try to keep up with you.
Ellen says hi.
Hi, Ellen. Okay, so we've got these cute little tents with the little pine trees. And then, of course, they're all double-sided. And you've got these really cool, they're kind of geometric. They almost look like constellations, the way that they are set up, but they're just kind of geometric animals. And then you've got, this one I think is one of my favorites. We'll definitely be using this one today, I think. This one's got little backpacks. So cute. And is it light enough? I hope I've got enough light in here.
Looks good.
If I turn on the overhead light, it shines right on, it makes it glare, so I try not to. And then this one's nice. I like that they have the kind of more subtle pages on the other side. This is just a bunch of little pine trees. This we'll be using. This is really fun. This has got all these different little, what do you want to call them? They're labels, I guess you would call them. You are my greatest adventure, camp, stay wild, just stay wild, life is better at the campfire, happy camper, starry skies, fireflies, starry skies and fireflies, I should say. Let's go camping. I'd rather be camping. I'm not even a big camper, but I can appreciate camping. I just haven't done a lot of it in my lifetime. All these really cute campers, little tent trailers. I am always a fan of plaid.
Carrie says cute cut aparts.
Aren't those cute cut-aparts? I like those too. Cut-aparts is another good name. Yeah, labels, cut-aparts, they both work. And then you've got your little hiking boot and all the little equipment. This one's got kind of a wood grain on it. I don't know if you can see that very well. I'll hold it up a little closer. And then here's one that's just, got a little pattern. We've even got a nice solid in there. You've got your good stripes. It's always good to have those. You've got a starry pattern. This one's got bears and moose and deer, pine trees. Just really rustic and fun. And then look how cute this one is. Life is a journey. Don't forget to enjoy the ride. You've got your little lanterns. Campers have some more fun. Ooh, we might have to use that one today. Look at all of these. They're just so cute. So I'll go through these a little faster. I'm kind of getting hung up on them because they're so cute. You just want to appreciate each one. Look at these little sleeping bags. Is that not the best? And I think we have one more pattern. I don't know how many different patterns there are, but this one's different. We haven't looked at this one. Ooh, I love this plaid. Just this nice navy plaid. You'll have to excuse the garbage truck is driving around right now, and they are really, really loud. So the timing couldn't be better, right?
Gary said I like that being from Minnesota.
Oh yeah. I was just checking to see if that's the same pattern we already saw in the backpacks. Yep, so we've seen them all now. So I'm just gonna set this aside now. And I thought, okay, one of the things I like to do is I like to utilize the things I have in my stash already. I have, you know, nobody can just, well, I guess there are people who probably do buy new stuff every single time they make a project, but I think it's nice when I can use some of the things I have already with some of the new things too, and use them together. And so one of my favorite sets is the S'more Coffee. Is that what it's called? Yeah, S'more Coffee. I just love the little s'mores in this and the little marshmallows. There's so many cute things about this set. But I wanted to do all the little components for the s'mores. We'll incorporate those into this today. And now I think I should just kind of head into what we're doing, don't you think? So I thought it was high time we did a card of some sort. And honestly, this one is not a fancy fold. It's a fairly simple fold. And I've done cards similar to this before, but they were bigger. Like I've done this same card on a 12 by 12 paper. And when I show you, it's very simple, but it's really fun. I'm going to slow down. Darren told me I'm talking too fast, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. When I get nervous, I tend to do that. So thank you, Darren. So I'm going to start out with just a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. This is C cardstock. It's one of our beautiful colors at British Monroe. This is really pretty, and this color goes with so many things. When you need a good neutral but not boring background for anything, this is a good place to start. So what I'm going to do, I've got my scoring blade. I just do better with the blade. I don't know. I kind of lean on it. I'm sure, I swear I have some sort of a disability when it comes to trying to use my scoreboard. So I'm just going to use my little trimmer with the scoring blade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it at 5. So scoring it at 5 inches lengthwise, so you can see that. And I want to get a pretty good score line in there. I think I went over that enough, but the other thing I should tell you that you want to have handy when you're doing this is you definitely want to have some sort of a bone folder or a crease tool. That will help you a lot in your design. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get that creased up. And this is going to take a lot of bending and creasing, so it may not be like the neatest, loveliest creases forever. You're going to want to be able to move it around because it's going to be kind of an accordion look. Okay. So now I'm going to take it, I went lengthwise. What do you call this? What's the opposite of that? Widthwise?
Yeah.
Okay. So the easiest way I found was I just went, I think everybody who makes cards probably is used to cutting things at 5.5. So just think of it that way and score it at the 5.5 mark. And then we'll go ahead and we'll use our tool. And I am going to go both ways on that. because this thing's gonna wiggle a lot. Okay. And so now I'm going to take it and go to 2 3/4. So basically in half again. Make sure I've got it in the right spot. I'm gonna go ahead and use my tool again on that. And like I said, I'm gonna go both directions. Okay, and so we're just going to do the very same thing on this other side. So really, really simple, right? I love things that are really, really simple. And because of how simple this is, I'm telling you, you could crank out a ton of these. You could just have a whole Saturday where you just use up all your little bits and pieces. I know my scrap bucket gets really overwhelming if I don't keep up on it, which honestly, most of the time I don't. So I'm gonna try to make a goal to use up my scraps better. They're great for ATCs too. I've talked about that before in the past. Use up your scraps. Okay, so now we've got everything nicely scored, right? Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to use a stapler. And I'm just going to fasten. Actually, there's one thing I want to do first. Ooh. Okay, so if you have a tool like this, this is something that's available on the Brutus Monroe site. This is made by Fun Stamper's Journey. I am going to use this little notch to just...
Yep, I know the feeling.
Which feeling?
About your room, I think.
Oh, about the room. Yes. Oh my goodness. Are we ever caught up? So you could decide if you wanted to do this on all of them or on a couple of them. I think the nice thing is the measurements work out just right. So you can kind of just center it without any trouble. And we're not going to fasten anything right here or right here. Only the ends are going to be fastened. Okay, so basically we may need to actually do a little bit more with our crease tool. But you want to let's do this really quick. Like I said, you want to keep it moving. So there's going to be a lot of movement here. And if it has a little crease like that in the paper, mine just got a little wrinkle in it. Because we don't really have any like little cuts or anything in here that kind of relieve that. I'm not much of an engineer. That might not be a bad idea if you are a better engineer than me. But honestly, I'm going to cover them up anyway, so I didn't worry too much about it. So you could go that way. It just depends on how you want the outside to look. You could have it closed like this, which actually makes a little bit more sense. But we're going to go ahead and staple the sides just at the top. And I've just got a little mini stapler that I used, but I think you'd be fine using a big staple too. All right, so now we've got this cute little folio already. It's kind of like a little folio, but what you could, I mean, there's so many things you could use something like this for. So some of the things I was thinking is, when I was growing up, I was notorious. I would give my mom coupon books for everything because I never had any money. So I'd always give her little coupons. It'd also be good. We're going to cut down some little things to go inside, but basically, I forgot what the measurements were. So let me just tell you for sure. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 3/4 long by 2.5 wide is how big I made the little inserts. And I actually probably put my staple over a little further than I needed to, but it'll still work. So you could have, like, this would be fun if you wanted to create a card from a group of people. They could all write a little message on each of the cards. You could put pictures in them if you just wanted to do a cute little card and highlight a few memories or something. Brad did?
Karen.
Karen. Wow, I did not hear you well, did I?
Not at all.
Hi, Karen. So this would be great for that. You could put, you know, whatever you want on these little things. Depending on what stickers you're using or what papers you're using, what collection you're using, there are so many things you could do with those. So let's get this decorated. Let's do some fun things with it. So I think we definitely need to use, we're going to use some of those. Where are those little backpacks? I sure liked those. Let's get some backpacks. I like that plaid. Let's see. Maybe we should have a solid in there. And you can decorate both sides. That's the other fun thing. We'll do the stripes. Maybe we'll do some wood in there. We're gonna need some of these. Did I already get all of the, oh no, there it is. I wanted to make sure I didn't use the opposite sides for the little labels because those are definitely gonna be helpful to us. So, let's see. Do you want some campers? Maybe some campers. We might even do some repeats. Let's just play. Let's start out with our cute little backpack though. I think we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that on this side. So we'll cut that down. I can't remember the measurements. Let's see. So this is 2 3/4 by, what did I say, 5? So we need probably the same size as these. Let's see if, yeah, the same size as the inserts for the back side of this. So let me get my other trimmer. Darren, everybody's being really quiet.
Yeah, they are.
All right. Are you guys campers?
I was when I was younger.
Darren actually grew up in the north part of Canada in the woods. Very different than me. I definitely am more of a city girl. Do we want to do more than one of that? We'll put it aside. We can decide later. So we need the next one to be, the next measurement is 5 inches. Right? No, 4 3/4. So that's going to go there.
Carrie says they're watching what you're doing.
Okay.
They're just quiet.
Thanks, Carrie. It's good to know I'm not alone. Okay, and 4 3/4. So we're using the little palm, or not palm, opposite, pine trees from the other side of that. Did I cut that the right size? 2.5? Nope, I sure didn't. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's do do it plaid now.
Carrie says, I most definitely grew up camping. I was an outdoors girl.
That is awesome. I did like being outside. I just didn't do a lot of camping. I think I was 12 when I went on my first camping trip, and it wasn't even with my family. That tells you how much my mom liked camping. I went with church group with girls. We had girls camp every summer, and it was always really fun. But I do remember being freaked out too that something was going to get me. All right, let's see. We need one more on the back. I'm thinking maybe I'm leaning towards something blue. Brown could also work, but do we want those? No, I don't want those. Or do we? It's on the other side of this. Maybe we'll anchor that on the end. And we will do.
Carrie said we got to get you on that crafty cruise.
Oh my goodness, Carrie, that sounds like heaven to me. I've always wanted to go on a cruise anyway, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, that sounds perfect.
Carrie says you and I would get along great.
Carrie, I don't doubt it. I don't know how anybody couldn't get along with you anyway, but I think that would be so much fun. I really do. I love that idea.
Well, cruise is going to happen. We'll start saving for it.
Hey, you heard it here, everyone. Did you hear Darren? He said it's gonna happen, and we'll start saving for it. What a man. I love you, Darren. All right. So let's put this one on here. I think that's a good balance. So this one's 2.5. If you haven't got the measurements down by now, which, you know, it's kind of a question whether I have the measurements down by now. It was 4 3/4. See what I mean? By 2.5. And you'll have lots of practice cutting those out. So let's just put all of the ones on the back first. We've got them cut. We may as well just get them put down. All right, so I'm going to use my Easy Tear tape. If you have not used this tape, you really should. It is amazing stuff. It's just really simple and convenient to use. I love it. Darren?
Yeah.
I caught you. Darren was taking a snooze. Can you believe that?
My husband's name is Donnie. Darren and Donnie can hang out while we're crafting.
There you go.
Darren won't be going, probably.
Darren doesn't travel real well, but if he did, I'm sure he would love that. All right. Got that a little closer to the end than I wanted to, but that's okay. All right, so we're just gonna slip this on here.
The Noir from North Carolina is on.
What was the name?
The Noir from North Carolina.
Lenore?
Is on. Yeah.
Hi, Lenore. Thanks for joining us today. We are making a little, well, what do we want to call this, guys? Do we want to call it a folio? It doesn't have all the little moving parts that a folio does. I would just say it's kind of a pocket card, maybe more. Card with pockets. So if you want to get really fancy with your pockets and with your all the moving pieces and all of the really cool engineering that you can do with folios and paper, Michael teaches classes all the time on them, and they are amazing.
Carrie says either way she likes it.
Ah, thanks, Carrie. Okay. Ooh, that's not on there very straight. One thing, you kind of want to be careful when you're doing the tissue tape because it is nice and sticky. So take your time putting things on. Okay, look, there's the outside so far.
Belinda says hi.
Hi, Belinda. So we've got the outside of it ready to go. And now we can start playing with the inside. And we're just gonna cut these down a little bit smaller. So let me measure that out. So if that was 5, then that would be what, 3.5? So it's about 3.5 inches from here to here. So we'll cut those 3.25.
Nicole says hi.
Hi, Nicole. Let's do stripes. And let's do, kind of liking that one. Let's do that one. I feel like we need another red to kind of break things up. Let's do that. Ooh, better make sure I do it the right direction. We need one more. Let's get some blue in here. We need some more blue.
Carrie says that's one tool I can't live without, square ruler.
You know, I didn't have one, and then Cheryl was watching one day, and she told me I needed to get one. And I was like, well, alrighty then, I'm going to try it. And I wish I had done it a lot sooner. It does make things easier. Measuring is not my forte by any means. So anything that can help is much appreciated. Okay, so I think that's our order. So let's do 2.5. And then 3.25.
Belinda said she's a strong relationship with her T-square. LOL.
Hey, you know, the T-square is a good thing to count on, right? Okay, so it's okay. It probably is easier if you cut your notch beforehand. I kind of wish I had done that. But you know, we think of these things after. I think what I might do, so if it's going this way, can we just do a little bit out of it? I'm not sure this is going to work, so bear with me. It's only paper, right? Okay, I think that worked okay. Like I said, I like to take the bullet for you.
Carrie says she got the magazine and you're a shining star. She loves it.
Oh, Karen, thank you. That was a lot of fun to do. Who was that?
That was Carrie.
Oh, that was Carrie. Carrie, thank you so much. You are so sweet. That was really, really fun, and that was the first time I've done a little catalog work, but that was the first time I've ever been in a magazine. That was so much fun. I was really, really grateful for that opportunity. Brutus Monroe is very good to me. Okay, so 2.5.
Michelle says hi.
Hi, Michelle. And then 3.25. Michelle, are you much of a camper? We've kind of been discussing, I'm messing up the order here. This one goes here. I was just testing out that notch and lost my order there. And that one will go there. bet you do some camping with all that you do with Girl Scouts. I have been a den mother. How many times, Darren? Like at least 4 I can think of offhand. And it's hilarious to me because I'm just not really that... I'm not really that savvy, like, on all of those kinds of things, but...
Chef said I used to go more often than I do now.
Yeah. I definitely like my bed. I like a nice warm bed at night. That's comfy. I think I'm definitely more of a cruise girl. I have no problem imagining that being all right with me.
Belinda says I'm a glamper. Give me my bathroom, shower, bed, and AC.
Yep, you're right. We would get along great. Okay, I need to go up a little bit further on this. There we go. I think, again, I will reiterate that it would be easier to cut down your paper first and then do your notches on all of them. But since I didn't do that, we had to improvise. But I think we did okay on that. And then our last little piece we're gonna want on that last pocket. Oh, wrong tool. And again, 2.5. I want a shirt out of that. Isn't that cute? And then 3.25.
Robin said roughing it for me consists of a hotel with no room service.
I think we would travel well together too, Robin. Okay, so we've got our basics. So let's get those all attached so that we can do the fun stuff.
Michelle says she's only taken the girls camping once in the cabin and then COVID hit. We aren't allowed to do overnights. And so they're disappointed.
Oh, I bet.
COVID ruined a lot of stuff for people.
Yeah. The pandemic has definitely been a tricky thing. And I don't, that sounds light, but I really don't mean it light. It's been a rough time. Okay, let's see. I think that's where it's going, even if it isn't straight, because this tape is amazing. There's our sleeping bags. We're going to be covering those up, but I love them. I think that is so cute. So thankful that there's 2 of every pattern, so you can use them a different time. But like I said, these are so easy. And look how quickly the base of this is coming together. You could totally just have a whole session, crafty session of just getting a bunch of them done. And imagine how different they look with using different paper packs. But these are perfect for little 6x6 pads and sticker sheets and just scraps. I just think it's a fun way to use it all up. Okay. And then we'll put our last little piece on.
It's always hard to decide.
Definitely, it's a heartbreak if you don't get to use your favorite papers, huh? Okay. So this is what we have so far. And then we have our little cards that we cut out. And I don't know that I'm going to do a whole lot with the cards right now. I'm more focused on...
Michelle said, did you say these are sleeping bags?
Oh my gosh, the paper is sleeping bags, but they do look kind of like little sleeping bags, don't they? I kind of love that. How cute would it be if you had little die cut people to go inside of these? Oh my gosh, I wish that I had thought of that last night. I would totally have some little people cut out for this. Now I have to make that. And then you could just slide the little people, you could just have them on the little white cards. And that would be cute. Even if you're, like I said, if you wanted to give a card from a group of people, you could have each person, and then they could write a note on the back of it. Oh my gosh, I love that idea, Michelle.
Linda says, I think I need a therapy session about using my favorite paper, not hoarding it.
I totally understand, but you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I can't tell you how many times I've gone through and just done a de-stash. And I mean, paper is like clothing. A lot of times, you know, the trends are changing all the time, and if you hold on to it, it goes out of style, and then you don't want to use it, and it's not as fun. That's what we buy it for. We buy it to use it. So I try really hard to have that mindset of, oh my gosh, I can't wait to use this up. Okay, so now let's add some of our details. I think we'll hurry and do a s'more, because that's going to take us a minute. I'm going to have Darren, I just got, I can't remember what colors I got, but Benji just brought a box in the house that happens to be Happy Mail from Brutus Monroe. And I know that there are some Triblends in there, but I don't remember what colors I ordered. So I'm gonna look and see if I have any other browns, so I can show them to you if I did. This one is gold yellow. Okay, so that one's not a brown. And I got, what is this one? Oh, brown gray. Ooh, I think this one's a brown. No, but this is an orange. I got burnt orange. I got magenta. Not really going to work for this project, but I'll just show you anyway. And then look at this pretty purple. I'm such a sucker for purple anyway, but it's pink violet. I love that. And then I've got light green and alpine green. So I added to my Triblends collection. Sorry, that was kind of random in the middle of putting our project together, but I wanted to see. I'm pretty sure there's a few browns I don't have yet, but I have a couple we'll be using. Oh, guess what's in this box, Carrie? I just got my magazine for the first time. I haven't even seen it in here yet, so if you don't mind indulging me, you guys can be here with me when I see the ad for the first time. There it is. Oh, how fun. Okay, I have to tell you a little something. So I knew I wanted a pocket of some sort, and I was thinking about it while I was at work, and I'm like, Darren, I really want to make a seashell pocket. Can you help me make a seashell pocket? So he just whipped up an SVG for me while I was at work, and I came home and I was able to create the little pocket because Darren did that for me. I think that is so much fun. So really, Darren got to be on the page. I got to be on the page, and it was Brutus Monroe's first ad too. So it was the first for all of us, and it's so much fun. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Thanks for indulging me on that. This is the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. So you want to pick up that edition for the summer of 2021. Let me get all of these out of the way now that I kind of brought them out. Okay, I just wanted to point out how totally different we could have another folio. Just using a different collection. So this is the Doodlebug collection. This is so cute. This is, seriously, I had to have this collection. This is called, what is it called? Cute and Crafty. And it's got all of these adorable papers. This is the 6x6 pad, of course. And look at all of these little things you could add. Little buttons. I'm just going really quick because I want to finish our other project. But look, you have so many things to work with to make one of these. Super cute. And then I got the Chit Chat would be perfect for that. There's some cute little stickers that are with this that would be perfect to add to the little details. But you can see what a totally different feeling you could get. You could even still use this paper and get a whole different feeling. And yeah, I got the essentials kit too. So, okay, so let's get our little stamp going. I gotta move along. I've been really chatty. So should we build one, or should we do the one that's already built? I think for time's sake, we're going to just do one that's already built, and maybe a marshmallow. I'll get one handy in case we want it. Okay, so let me just get out my Misty. Isn't that? I think it's cute too.
Tina says we're doing a bunch of shit today.
Oh, Tina.
Getting British Monroe boxes today, it looks like.
Yeah, they've had so many fun things come in. It's no wonder. This would be really cute too, the fire. I think we might need that little fire too. Let's get that out and stamp that too. I can see I did not clean my stamps as well as I should have last time. Don't tell. I don't want to be accused of being a dirty stamper. Okay, let me grab my Raven ink. If you are not familiar with Raven ink, you need to try this. It is an amazing ink. It works great when you want to color. I love it I use it with pencils. I use it with alcohol markers, which we're going to do today. Okay. And as always, if I'm using my Misty, I may as well do more than one run through, right? I like a nice, dark, solid image. So we've got enough there. I'm going to get that out of the way. Okay, I'm not sure what this is going to be like. So let's see if that's... I don't know that that's going to be the color for us.
What people are doing wrong when they say that ink smeared. I've never had a smear with alcohol markers watercolor.
You know, I think so I'm just going to, in case you didn't hear what Darren was saying, who was it that said that?
Belinda.
Belinda was saying that she's never had the Raven ink smear, so when she's heard people say anything about that, she's like, what are they doing different? And I think the trick is just not to be in a hurry. If you are in a hurry and you start coloring before it's dry, that I think could do it, but I honestly haven't had trouble with it either. Okay, we'll leave this one handy because I think that kind of has a nice look for a toasted marshmallow. I've also got handy my tan blend and my fair skin blend. I'm not sure if that one's going to work or not, but I was kind of just pulling. Is that what this is? Yeah, that's what this is. This one doesn't look right. I was just grabbing. Yeah, those ones are too pinky. So that's good. I think we got what we need for that. So let's start with our marshmallow, because I am thinking that this color is going to be good for that. I don't know. That's kind of Grammy too, isn't it?
Are you using?
I took off the fair.
Okay.
Let's see. This is tan. So we'll make that our graham cracker. I don't know, graham cracker or marshmallow. I don't remember what color this was. Did I even try that one? I think that might be our graham cracker. Okay, so we're gonna do this for our graham cracker. So I'm gonna start with my lightest color and I'm gonna color the whole image I'm going to go with. Now you don't want to color too close to the edges, and I honestly probably should have let this dry a little bit longer because I went over it more than once in my Misty, But in the interest of time, I did not. You can even use your heat tool and just kind of set it. It's nothing too severe. I mean, you don't have to go crazy or anything, but just giving it an extra minute or two isn't a bad idea. Okay, so I'm just coloring everything that's going to be gram. How many of you are fans of s'mores?
Gina's on. She said hello.
Hi, Gina.
Sorry she's late.
Hey, we'll take you whenever we can get you.
She said the s'mores set was one that started her with the British Monroe obsession.
Oh my gosh, is this not the cutest set? I love this set too. So then I'm just kind of going to the areas I want to have be the darkest.
This is me. So is Robin. Anything with marshmallows.
Oh, Robin. You are speaking my language. I love marshmallow.
Tina likes s'mores too.
Tina, oh, yeah, s'mores are so good. Darren will tell you I'm a fan, but yeah, I'm a fan of marshmallow in general, so.
Karen says she loves them. She uses the microwave rather than the fire.
I've actually just, because usually I'm making them for the whole family anyway, so I'll just put them on a cookie sheet and put them in the oven, and then they're all done at the same time. Then I don't have anybody bugging me because they've all got them. This is called S'more Coffee, and it's got, let me find that sheet. Hang on.
I'll put a link up.
This is what the rest of the stamps look like. I'll just show you quickly. Has all those cute little images. And I was just saying, I love to be able to utilize the things that I have in my stash. And you know, this is kind of a wintry set when it came out, but oh my gosh, s'mores are all about summer, so it's really versatile as far as that goes. Okay, so now let's go back to our lightest color. So we did lightest first, and then we did darkest in the darkest areas, and then we did the medium. You kind of bring it out from the darkest out in, I guess inward. And then we're just going to use the lightest again to bring all that. You're pushing the color. When you're using the alcohol markers, you're just kind of pushing the color out.
Donna says she loves s'mores.
Okay, so let's do, what did we decide was what?
Robin says
This is our chocolate.
she and her cousin used to stuff their marshmallows with M&Ms and heat them over the microwave in the microwave.
Oh, that sounds good. M&Ms, ooh.
And you can get chocolate-filled M&Ms or marshmallows now.
Yeah, we have had those chocolate-filled marshmallows. Those are pretty good. So I did this kind of backwards. I really should have done the lighter first, and I'm a little heavy-handed. This marshmallow is definitely toasted.
Karen says they're good with peppermint patties rather than Hershey chocolate.
They're good with what?
Peppermint patties rather.
Ooh, peppermint patties?
We haven't tried that.
That's definitely intriguing.
Go to the store when you're done.
I know, we're all going to be having s'mores tonight, right? Okay, so for the chocolate, we'll do, this is called Natural Brown. Was this set on the site still, Darren? The set of browns?
What's that?
The set of browns that are not Triblend?
Yeah, I posted them.
Okay, so these set of browns,
They're called...
if you look at the tips, I will show you. Hang on one sec. They work, you can work them just as well as you can use the Triblends, because they've got numbers. Like this one's EB2. There's EB4 and EB6. So obviously the 2 is the lightest and the 6 is the darkest. And so you can still just use them in the same order that you would need to. I guess I need to do the whole chocolate.
Belinda says her daughter uses Reese's peanut butter cups.
Wow, that sounds really good. Reese's peanut butter cups. Honestly, all of it sounds pretty good to me. Okay, so let's put a little toast on our marshmallow.
From?
These stamps are called S'more Coffee. And they kind of, you'll have to look them over because they, at first glance, you might see the wintry things, but they have these cute s'mores that are perfect for camp outs. We were talking about how it's nice to be able to utilize the things that you have in your stash. And I've been using these with the Echo Park Camp collection. I think that marshmallow is just about done. Let's just kind of go around the, I just don't like leaving it just completely. Yeah, that was what it needed. Okay. So let's just cut those out and then we'll move on from there. I don't think I'm going to do the fire because I don't want to bore you. Okay. So we've got our little s'more all set up. We just need his little companion, the marshmallow. Okay. So now we can use this little guy on here somewhere. Maybe on the front, we'll see. And then let's cut apart some of these cute little things. Let's see. I think we need the one with the s'mores. And this would be cute to put on a little package with graham crackers and chocolate and marshmallows. So let's go on to picking something for, and I think, did I do both sheets? Okay, so let's see. Life is made for good friends and great adventure. That's cute. Is it too Christmassy there? I think we need something. Oh, that's cute. This one's got camping, the great outdoors, go for a hike, eat s'mores, catch fish, tell stories. I'm kind of liking that one. I feel like we definitely need a title on this one. Camping is my favorite therapy. Oh, that is cute. Okay, I kind of like that because it ties in that way. So that one's going to go on there. Camping is somebody's favorite therapy. I don't know if it's my favorite therapy, but...
Heather says, yep, love that one. Kara said that was cute.
Okay, so I don't think I'm going to decorate a whole bunch on the back because really it's more about what's on the inside on this one. I mean, we like having obviously these papers. You could if you wanted to, but for my purposes here, I don't think I'm going to.
Jessica said she hasn't been camping in years.
Yeah, I have not either, Jessie. So I'm kind of liking this guy on the end because I think that works out good with that pattern. I think we need...
I love camping. We just have a pop-up for now. I've had it 21 years.
Oh, that's fun though. I think that works out perfect. Camping is great though. I think camping, even though, like I said, I'm not really a big camper myself, I think that is a great way for families to just really get to spend time with each other and have many fewer distractions. What do we want right here, guys?
Jessica says I love s'mores.
Oh, Jessie, yes, we were all just discussing how much we love those. Okay, can't do that because the lanterns need to be going this way. So we're going to skip that one. Happy camper, that could be cute. Need to trim that edge a little bit more.
Jessica said put the bear on the red.
The bear? How's that? And then we can kind of tie those together that way. Or...
Carrie said my husband was an Eagle Scout and I have pictures from the time he was little all the way up to when he went. This would be cute to put his album.
this would be fun. This would be a fun thing for that. You could even make a little mini album for this. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this. So let's just.
Heather likes the bear as well.
That is a cute bear. I like the little saying too. So typically I would use, I would probably pop these up a little bit, but I'm not going to because we're going to want to fold it in, and I'm not sure if that's going to interfere. So I'm going to play it safe today and not.
Jesse's another one for glamming and air conditioning.
Yeah, I'm with you.
When we got married,
Glamping sounds a lot better to me.
when we got married, Shannon told me if we go camping, she'll stay in the hotel and we go sleep in the tent.
I don't know if you heard Darren, but he says that when we got married, say it again.
You told me that I could go camping, you just stay at the hotel.
I said I would stay at the hotel while he went camping. I believe that. I like my air conditioner way more than I like to be dirty. I'm definitely a fan of showers, beds, air conditioning. But I do think it can be fun too.
I have fond memories sitting on the campfire at night.
Yeah?
Yeah. With my parents and my brothers.
Darren was just saying he has fond memories of camping with his family, sitting around the campfire with his brothers. See, now I would be okay with having like a fire pit in the backyard. That I could get on board with for sure. Okay, so honestly, this is pretty tame. We haven't really gone too crazy. You could keep going and going and going. And like I said, okay, Michelle had the cutest idea of making these into little sleeping bags and having little people on these. And then,
That's all I see now is sleeping bags.
I know now all I see is sleeping bags too. I think that's really cute. But some of the things you could do, you could make little coupons. You could have little memories of camping. That would be cute for the Eagle Scout stuff and all of the different scouting experiences. That'd be fun if he put his fondest memories there. You could put recipes for different s'mores recipes in these and give it to somebody. That would be really fun if you wanted to give a little gift where you gave the chocolate and maybe a couple different forms of chocolate, the graham crackers and the marshmallows, and then put different recipes on these. That would be really cute. Another thing you can do, see, all I was planning to do with the end of this is I'm just going to use, I know I got it out. Bear with me for a second. You could use ribbon. I've got ribbon, I've got twine. You could add a little bit of, like, just for added interest, you could just add a little, I mean, sometimes it just takes a little something, you know? Just a little something. You don't always need, like, this would be really cute just to add a little bit of pizzazz. And then we could just add a little bit of twine to that. Like I said, this is just a really basic.
Jesse says those clips are cute.
They are fun. Honestly, I don't even remember where I got them, but they've been in my stash for a while. And this is one of those things that I can't hoard them. I obviously liked the blue the best though, because that was my last blue one.
Jesse said the twine to that garlic.
So we can just put a little bit of a, yeah, twine is a good outdoor look, I think. I totally didn't need that much, but that's okay.
Gary said, oh, great idea. In his own handwriting, that could be there for someday for the grandchildren.
For sure. And then, you know, I'm a big fan of these dots. I'm not sure if this is too green or if it'll work. Well, there's kind of a green in there. You could kind of tie them. Maybe the blue would be better. Let's add a couple of blue ones. I feel like it just needs just a little bit of pizzazz to it. But honestly, like I said, I'm not going to add a whole lot here, but you could go crazy with this. You could actually cut off the corners and make them into tags. But what I was going to say is you could tie a ribbon, but honestly, I think I'm going to tie the twine. I'm liking the twine. I'm not sure what that was in there. Little bonus in my twine. I'm going to tie it a little looser. I was kind of deciding how I like it. So of course you wouldn't want to tie it very, crazily, but just have a little piece of twine that you could actually even adhere ribbon to either side when you do the staple. You could have the ends of the ribbon stapled in with it so that you could just have it enclosed that way, and then it would tie over here without blocking anything in the front. But how cute. Just a fun little simple project. And like I said, using a whole different paper pack, you would get an entirely different look. And I think I'm going to probably put this project on the Brutus Monroe blog in about a week or so. I think July 2nd is my next blog post. So when I do, I think I'm going to make a couple more of these to show you a few more examples. And I'll have all the measurements and all of the instructions for it on the blog. All right. Okay, so as I mentioned during the live, I just wanted to show an example of how much you can change this project just by changing out the paper. So I went ahead and created another project. This one uses a Photo Plays collection snail mail. And look at how bright and cheerful this one is. Just a whole different look. Definitely this one has a little bit more feminine of a vibe, but just such a fun way to use up all your scraps, to use up all your little leftover embellishments from a collection. If you've used some for a kit, for something from a kit, and you still have some pieces left over, this is perfect for just using up those little bits and pieces. I hope you enjoyed that. I like to hold it up a little bit after so you can kind of get a sense of how large it is. So look, it's just a cute little thing. And like I said, you could put recipes in it, you could put, memories in it, or just make it into a card. So many fun little things you can do with this project, and it is so easy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have so much fun with you guys, and I really appreciate you joining me and supporting me. And I will have something ready for you next Wednesday, and I will be back on my regular schedule. So thank you so much, and I will see you next Wednesday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.